Alright. What's up, guys? Welcome back to No Collar Entertainment. This is Matt.
Yes, there I am.
And we're playing Madden.
Woo!
Thank you.
Sorry.
Free agency is now over, actually. We had a pretty quick period, so I wasn't able to stream each round. So we're just going to do the recap. My gamble failed, which is not good. Again, we traded away a 90 overall 32-year-old lineman to try to free up the cap space to keep our 26 90-year-old 26-year-old 90 overall lineman, and we lost both of them. So I lost two 90 overall linemen. Now I did pick up some other players. We're not dead in the water, and I made some moves that I think were okay. I'm still not super happy. So, here's what happened. So, we traded away our guard. Only 40 rostered. Yep, but I got 9 draft picks, so I should be good there. Right around 49-52 is where I like to stay. I'll kind of break that down because I'm going to give a roster breakdown of before the draft of what I'm looking for, what I'm going to be kind of aiming for, and then go into where I'm at and what I kind of look for in each position, how many I want there, so on and so forth. So, let's get this started. So, overall, signed players. Nick Chubb went to the Jets, which is interesting, as they already have Breece Hall, unless they got rid of him. So that's an interesting move. DeMarcus Lawrence, big pass rusher, went to the Patriots. My right guard that I had freed up the cap for ended up going to the Texans, who also signed Trent Brown. So the Texans' O-line got a huge boost. So real quick, who's the Texans? Let's check this real quick. Hadari said you started the new season yet? No, the draft is tomorrow, so the new season should start Saturday or Sunday. But real quick, let me check this out because I want to give a quick shout out. Team directory, the Texans. That would be R.Spivvy. R.Spivvy. A big fuck you to R.Spivvy for spending all of his cap room on my goddamn linemen. So, fuck you, R. And may you stub your toe on the corner of a table. So, that happened, which super hurts. And we're just going to go over some of these big ones here. I need to make sure that I tag all of our players. There you go. Bring all our players into this stream so I can tell them fuck you to their face. But R.Spivvy, super fuck you. Like, uber fuck you. I fuck you more than everyone else. Actually, I'm going to steal an insult that my wife gave me earlier this week on a video she saw. I will fuck the entire front row of your funeral. And I'll just leave it at that. Fuck you. Anyway, so Texans really beef up their O-line. Fuck you again. Keenan Allen going over to the Bucs. Now that's super interesting. So if Mike Evans is still over there, Mike Evans and Keenan Allen are on the same team now, which is kind of crazy. Cheap Sheets. Strange has entered the chat. WWE has lost its damn mind. Cheap seat nosebleed seats for WrestleMania are $1,500. And this is why I don't want to go to a WWE show.
No.
Not in a million years.
No.
Justin Simmons, big free safety, goes to the Commanders. Ronnie Stanley going to the Jets. Nice beef up on the offensive line there. And one of the best running backs in the game. So watch the Jets next year. Philadelphia Eagles get Chase Young. Paulson Adipo, cornerback, goes to the Commanders. some teams are really glowing up here. Matthew Judon goes back to the Patriots. Jerome Baker to the Eagles. Hassan Reddick ended up on the Bears. So now the Bears have Hassan Reddick and Montez Sweat. That's a problem. That's I don't want to face the Bears. Ugh. I think that's Zach. That son of a bitch. Is that Zach? Hold on. Hold on.
I don't remember.
Hold on. NFC North. Bears. Damn it, Patrick. No, it's not him.
Okay.
Is it? Is it? Or is he Honest Abe? Oh, no. Okay. So no. No. Zach is the Lions. So this is a big shout out to Damn it, Patrick. Fuck you. Not as hard, though, because Hassan Reddick didn't want to come back to us anyway. So I'm not as mad at you. David Bakhtiari shows up on the Raiders. Big left tackle. That's going to be a good Band-Aid fix for him. 1-year contract. Very nice there. Ryan Kelly going to the Patriots, traitor. The ex-Colt giving up his morals to go over to the enemy.
Morals?
Yes, because Colts don't fucking play for the Patriots. Damn it.
Money is money, babe.
Speaking of which, 1-year, $10 million contract. I kind of get it. Justin Reed, my ex-safety, goes to the Titans. Not as mad about that, though. I let him go knowing what I was losing. Jamal Adams ends up on the Titans. So Jamal Adams and Justin Reed are now the safeties in Tennessee. That's interesting as hell. So now that kind of covers the big ones. Let's go into what we ended up doing here. So first of all, we were able to get Spencer Brown. He is our plug. He is our flex seal on this leaking boat of my offensive line. He's solid right tackle, almost 80 overall. He's 27. He'll be an 80 or more by the end of this year. He'll be okay. So he'll just plug right into the right tackle spot. And he'll be a good presence there. 91 strength is really good. He was the big one I spent some money on. 4 years, $28 million. Still didn't end up too bad there. His run blocking is 83. His pass blocking 73. So more of a run blocker, but we can deal with that. We ended up getting Divine Diablo, the best named linebacker in the NFL. He will be a middle linebacker for this first year. And he may move to the outside depending on whether I decide to keep Chanel or my other outside linebacker. KJ Hamler will be replacing Mecole Hardman. We lose 1 in speed, but overall a pretty fast player, 26 years old. He'll be good in our slot while Tyreek Hill 2.0 and Hollywood Brown take the 1 and 2 positions. Then we shored up our safety position. We have Avonte Maddox now backing up our young free safety over there. Solid vet. 2-year contract, so free safeties and $1.5 million a year, so I'm not too mad at it. Or $3.45 a year, that's not too bad. Decent depth. And when he's 31 and really starts regressing, we'll let him go and we'll be good. Did you end up getting, Kyle, did you end up getting Mecole? Because that'd be funny as hell. Because KJ Hamler was on Kyle's team, and now if he got Mecole, that was kind of an unintentional trade.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So we'll see how that works out. We got Travis Homer to back up Isaiah. Yes, he did get Mecole. So unintentional trade. Good on you, Kyle. Travis Homer is our new backup running back. He has decent speed, so if Pacheco were to go down, he will at least be serviceable. Don't let the 71 fool you. Speed is all that really fucking matters. I can run right up the gut between the tackles and get a few yards, and he can be serviceable and dangerous enough to where my passing game doesn't suffer just because he got hurt. So he's going to back up Pacheco. Jonathan Owens, Mr. Simone Biles himself, is going to become a Chief. We got him for 1 year. This is a 1-year Band-Aid just to get us through. We have a young, strong safety. We're going to go over that on our roster, but he'll back him up. But I really like Jonathan Owens, and I think he'll be good for him to end his career here in Kansas City. Kyle also ended up with Rondale Moore, who he traded to me last year. So it's kind of funny how things come around. And then to round it all out, backing up, Patrick Mahomes, the great kid out of South Bend, Lafayette.
South Bend,
Chicago.
Lafayette. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't remember where he's from. Jimmy motherfucking G is a chief. Huh?
He's from Naperville.
Was it Naperville?
I don't know. I think he went to
The local boy.
He went to Notre Dame, but I think he was from Naperville.
Okay. No, he went to Eastern Illinois.
Did he? After that, I guess find out before.
But either way, he's a local boy. Grew up around where we live, so brought him over to Kansas City to back up Patrick Mahomes. He'll collect $1.2 million this year over 1 year to kind of watch Patrick Mahomes play and get a front row seat. So not a bad deal. But yeah, so we fixed some holes. Speaking of which, I gotta update my my list here. So we did a list of players that we needed, positions that we need to fill. And I need to get that back here. There it is. All right. So out of the signings, we got we technically got a guard, and I'll explain that when we go over the roster. We got a QB, or well, let me go down the line. We got a middle linebacker.
I gotta take off.
So got that.
Oh, my order's ready. Hi, Tully. Be good.
We got a wide receiver.
Yippee!
Good there. We got a free safety. Good there. We got a strong safety. Good there. We got a running back. We're good there. I think that's it. Yeah, so we got everybody covered.
Okay, I'm right back.
All right. Oh, and we got a QB. So get rid of that. All right. So left over, we need a wide receiver, a interior lineman, a defensive end, 2 defensive tackles, and an outside linebacker. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players we need for me to be happy, and I have 9 draft picks. So we are actually ahead of the game here. I know it doesn't look great right now, but that's why we're going to go over our roster and we'll break everything down. So let's go to the roster here. We're going to go to our roster. All right, so QB situation. I mean, we have Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be our quarterback forever. There's no reason to really look at anything else. So he's going to be our quarterback until the cows come home. We got Jimmy G to back him up. Great. Fantastic. If Patrick Mahomes goes down, our season's over anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. Isaiah Pacheco and Travis Homer. Now, I'd like to have one more running back, so don't be surprised if in the draft I pick up a running back, because 3 is nice to have, plus a young one behind Pacheco. If I get someone decent, then Pacheco would be someone I can let go and kind of save some money on. Something to keep in mind. We've got 4 receivers. Now, I like to have 5. 5 receivers is where I want to be, and that's where the 1 receiver that we need comes in. Sky Moore is kind of just here. He's emergency. These are going to be our starters, and then I like to have 1 backup just in case. And this is minimal. So you may see me get 2 receivers in the draft. We'll see. Hollywood Brown isn't going to start declining for about 2 years. Xavier Worthy is a mainstay. He's not going anywhere. That's Tyreek 2.0. And KJ Hamler just got signed. I think I signed him for 4 years. So these 2 are here until the end. which is I'm fine with. Hamler may be just the slot guy for a while until I find some other players. Tight ends, we're good there. Kelsey, Gray, Wiley. We're just going to run with that again. However, Kelsey leaves next year. That's going to be a big deal. So we're going to have to deal with that. But we have some decent backups behind him to where I'm not going to make it necessarily a priority. I might just run with Gray and Wiley and pick up some cheap behind background guy, which will free up about $20 million for somewhere else because Gray and Wiley can do the job. So, moving on. We have a young left tackle, 22 years old. He's 77 overall. He's got good strength, 90 strength. He's got good pass blocking, and he's got halfway decent run blocking. So he'll get better, and as he gets better, he will. This is going into his second year. He'll probably be an 80 by the time the year's over, so that'll be good. Here's one of the moves I made. So the right tackle, Jawan Taylor. I'm overpaying the fuck out of him, and I really don't like the guy. Once that penalty goes down, don't be surprised if one of these future free agencies he gets cut. But for right now, what we're doing is we're moving him from right tackle to left guard. That actually upped his overall by 2 because he's a slower player, so he's actually more built for an interior lineman, stat or attributes wise, than the guy the Spencer guy I signed in free agency. So we're gonna run with him, and we're gonna see how this goes. His run blocking is atrocious, so we'll have to see how that goes. He may not make it through the season, honestly. We got Creed Humphrey. We just signed him. 1 second. We got Creed Humphrey, superstar, 92 overall. I'm pretty sure we locked him up, actually. So let's look at his contracts. I'm pretty sure we locked him up for a while. Contracts. Yeah, we got 5 years left. He's good. He's not going anywhere. We need a guard. We need someone other than this C.J. Hansen guy. He doesn't have great strength. He doesn't have good anything, really. So he's got to go, or he's got to be a backup. So we need an interior lineman. That's going to happen. Spencer Brown, again, he's solid. I like him. I like him on the right tackle spot. We locked him up. We're just going to keep him around. He's probably going to be our guy there for the rest of the way. Defensive end, left end, we're good. George Karlaftis is just going to carry us for the next year or two. Purdue, boiler up. But let's see, how many years does he have left? I believe he has 2 years remaining. So we will see him next year for the 25 season, and then the year after that for 26, where his money's going to go up quite a bit. So something to keep in mind there. But still, I'm good with that. He's a good player. He's going to be good for us. Right end. Right now we got Mike Dana, which isn't bad. He's a 78 overall. Doesn't have a whole lot of speed, but he's serviceable. He's serviceable, so I may not fuck with defensive end because of the next position. Our defensive ends are actually kind of serviceable, so I might not mess with it because I have holes elsewhere. Defensive tackle. Yes, we have Chris Jones, one of the best defensive tackles in the game. Arguably the best defensive tackle in the game. However, we need some backups. We run a Tampa 2 defense. There are 4-3 formations that we run out of. So we absolutely need at least one more, but I like to have 3 total. So defensive tackle is going to be a major need. Now, the other thing is, Chris Jones is 31 years old. Contract-wise, he has 4 years left. So he's going to be a mainstay. He's going to be here until Madden's over just because of the way these seasons work out. Chris Jones is going to be here. How good is he going to be by that 4th year? I don't know. But even if he drops like an 84, he's serviceable. So Chris Jones ain't going nowhere. But we need someone else on his other side. We need a young buck to come up and take that spot as he regresses. So defense tackle will be one of the first picks off the board. Be ready for that. So offensive line, defensive tackle, I would not be surprised if those are my first 2 picks. Outside linebacker, we have Leo Chenal. I'm good with him. He's 88 speed. He'll probably end up getting paid because he has pretty decent stats, actually. And he has good hit power. He has good block shedding. Like, Chanel might stay. So that's definitely something to look at. Like my reputation here. A coworker just called me and I didn't know why. I thought something was wrong at work. And he's like, "Oh, I was just trying to find the football game." They all know I'm the football guy there. That's awesome. So Leo Chanel staying. Middle linebacker, we got Nick Bolton. He's going to be good and pretty much a stalwart of this defense for the rest of his career. He's not going anywhere. I specifically spent money this year to make sure he doesn't go anywhere, and I don't have to worry about him. He's locked up. Divine Diablo just got locked up. He's going to move around wherever I need him. He's 88 speed, so I can pretty much use him wherever the fuck I feel like. He's got good hit power. He's got good tackling. This dude's a dog. He's a fucking dog. So he's going to move around again wherever I need him. And right now I need him in middle linebacker. So when we run into those 3-4 setups, I'm good. Drew Tranquil on the other side. Now this guy, he's 30 years old. When does his contract come up? This is one of the guys who's probably going to be. This is probably where Divine Diablo is going to go once his contract's over. Because I don't. With 2 years left, I don't see me re-signing him. So when he leaves, Divine Diablo will move over, take his spot, and then I didn't lose anything, and I just free up some cap. So that's nice. Corners are good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like 5 corners. I have 5 corners. So I'll probably just let that go for a year. We're going to be running quite a bit of zone from what I can see. Again, Brian Cook, 25 years old. He's decent. And that's the thing is, when you got guys like Patrick Mahomes that you're paying, you got guys like Chris Jones you're paying, you just got to find people who are serviceable in the rest of the way. So we have Brian Cook. We'll run with him for a little bit. If he ends up fucking up too much, we throw in Avonte Maddox. And that's our Band-Aid. And then we know we got to find a new free safety. And then on the other side, we have Jaden Hicks. He is going into his second year. He's 75 overall. Again, not nearly as fast as I'd like. Not quite as fast as I like him to be. But 79 zone coverage. Like, this is a good player. 87 hit power. Like, dude can lay the wood. He's a good player. So it's really just letting these young guys cook this year. We've got older vets. If we need to switch it up, we can. But let these young guys cook and let's see what we got. Butker and Areza are here, so we're good there. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 picks. We have 9 picks, 2 in the first round. Don't be surprised if these first 3 picks are all trenches. Get in the trenches, shore that up, and then figure out everything else. Again, we're looking for 2 defensive tackles, and a right guard. Those are probably going to be the first 3 picks. Just right off the bat. That's probably what we're doing. It's just we got to go by team need, and those are the biggest things right now. One of them is going to be a starter, though, so that's going to be the first pick. So I'll just leave it at that. If you're paying attention, you know. If you weren't paying attention, you don't know. And some of the league guys are in here, so fuck you. And then after we get those 3 positions, an outside linebacker for depth would be nice. Or I might pick up a middle linebacker and move Divine over. So a linebacker in general. And then wide receiver. And I'll probably end up getting a running back. I'll probably throw a running back on here just so I have it. Because I'm still 2 picks over where I need to be at. So we know what we need. The draft is tomorrow, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. But we're going to end it here. There was a comment. Kyle is liking how his team's looking. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's just look real quick. The Vikes over here. They're in the chat. I like the support, so let's look this up real quick. All right, so QB, we're going with Oh, Sam Darnold is out. Fuck Sam Darnold, said Kyle. We don't need no Sam Darnold over here. We run him with JJ. JJ McCarthy out of Michigan is going to be their starting quarterback. That should be a lot of fun. Halfback, we're still running with Aaron Jones. We got Ty Chandler here. This is a guy who could probably take over for your running back duties actually this year, just because Aaron's got to be slowing down. He's got to be. So, something to keep in mind. My own little tidbit there. Ty will have a little more zip to him. So, me personally, I would start Ty and let him cook. See what you got there. Unless you're planning on drafting one. Who knows? You got a couple fullbacks on the roster. That's weird. Just, of course, Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson, stalwart, probably a cornerstone of your team. Very nice there. Jordan Addison is a decent number 2. Good stats there. And then you got Rondo Moore and McCole Hardman for the slot receiver or the 4th receiver. That's a hell of a problem. Rondo is going to be a hell of a problem in the slot. McCole is great depth. That's definitely 2 really good players you picked up there. That's a nice receiving core. I'd be really happy with that receiving core. TJ Hawkinson, of course, he's probably going to be a stalwart, 28 years old. You can probably ride him until the end of Madden and have a decent guy there. And then Josh Oliver behind him. So if you do need some more speed, you got it. Offensive line, you got 91 overall at the left tackle. You got 90 overall from me on your left guard. You're welcome. Center is solid. Solid, not great, but solid. Solid right guard. Not great, but solid. But he's younger, so you can probably get a few more points out of him. And then a good right tackle. Your offensive line looks looking good. Yeah, you get your offense solid. Offense is solid. If your guys can give you some time back there, that passing game could be nasty this year. So, very nice job there. Defensive end. We have a 74 overall, 28 years old, 83 speed. He's okay. Maybe a Band-Aid bridge player. He's a bridge player on the tag, so maybe that's what he's doing there. Oh, wait. He said someone else is playing right end. I don't know who he's saying. Hold on. The comment was blocked. Farrell is playing right end. Okay, well, that's fine. So one of your defensive ends, he's decent. I really see it as a bridge Band-Aid fix. I would definitely want to upgrade that. On the right, ooh, okay, so these are both of your defensive ends here that I'm guessing. Sample and Farrell are who you're playing on your defensive end because your right end's even uglier. With Pryor and Butler. So, defensive ends maybe need some help, but not terrible. And then Onimata at defensive tackle, again, not terrible, but not fantastic. These are all bridge players. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kyle focusing on the defensive line in the draft. So, something to keep in mind there. But Jonathan Greener. Now, I mean, you could pick up a stud outside linebacker and then move Greener to the defensive line because he's a solid defensive end. But what's probably happening here, I'm guessing, is you're running a 3-4 defense, so you're using that outside linebacker as a pass rusher anyway, which is why you have Greener there. Just a guess. Middle linebacker, you got Cashman, you got Pace. So yeah, you've got 2 decent middle linebackers that you could start here, so I'm convinced now that you're running a 3-4 defense. Tell me I'm right in the comments. But these guys are decent. 24-year-old at 77 overall, 85 speed. He's going to be solid for you. You could definitely make that work. You got Dallas Turner, 22 years old at 83 overall, 90 speed. Yeah, he's not fucking going anywhere. Now here's the thing. Honestly, just again, let me cook here. Let me cook a little bit here. Oh, his zone coverage sucks. Never. Well, no, that doesn't matter actually. That doesn't fucking matter. Because here's what I do. His change of direction is terrible though. All right, so yeah, keep him on the outside there. But I was thinking you could have moved him to middle linebacker, and then you have a hell of a thing. But change of direction, and that hurts. He is running a 3-4, so I was right there. Corners, we got Byron Murphy Jr. Decent. We got Mike Hilton, a bridge player again, 31 years old, but 78, so he'll do the job. Mekhi Blackmon's not bad. And Rocky Ya-Sin, underrated. Now, I'm not saying he's a number 1 or a number 2, but you throw Rakia in the nickel, and he'll do some work. He'll do some work. So Rocky Ya-Sin's nice. Decent corners there. Plenty of those. Free safety, you got Cameron Bynum. He's going to be solid for you. 27 years old, 80 overall. Might as well just stick with that so you don't have to worry about it. And then, unfortunately, Harrison Smith did retire. So Metellus is going to be taking up the starting duties. So defense needs a little bit of work. But I would say your offense is just about there, Kyle. But the problem is you only have 3 picks in this draft. So it's going to be what it is this year. I would focus on the defense next year. But not terrible, though. Not terrible. And you got a competitive division over there. So should be a lot of fun. So that's where we're at. We're going to call it there. Tomorrow is the draft, so make sure you watch out for that. For No Collar Entertainment, this is Matt. Ari left. We love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. We're out.